Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Wish everybody is having a good time. It's winter. People must be feeling cold. Keep yourself warm. May God bless you. We have to. So today, what basically I'm going to talk about is a belief system. What we believe. What's a spiritual? What spiritual I believe. What I try to understand about the totality of this life in this planet. What is very important is what is what is the life here. Life is that envelope of consciousness that is enveloping this world. It's envelope of the consciousness. And what I believe, I have no scientific evidence, nor I have any philosophical knowledge behind that, but it's just totally my assumptions, how I believe. And that's what I'm communicating with you all. So what is basically this life is a envelope of consciousness. And when we say there is a consciousness, we talk about consciousness in the soil. We talk about the consciousness, type of consciousness in the stone, sand, water, air, space, all these things, together it's a ball of a consciousness. And we correlate with each other. We just integrate with each other and form a life system. The system that we are alive is that we are in constant exchange with everything around. We are constantly communicating in some way with all this conscious elements of the nature, including foods. Including foods. People might think that animal foods, is better, it's not good, whereas a plant-based food is good or something like that. That is just a generic belief. But if you see the life form, it's similar. Plant has similar life form, animals have similar life form, but they differ in certain exterior or even the interior demonstrations of life. They are different because some are stationary, some are mobile. There are a lot of things are there that to demonstrate, but yet there's a life form. The plants, when you pluck it might pain them, or some of the plants you can really see. When you just pluck the leaf, they will release some water from there. Water. A watery thing will come. It's not exactly water. Also, it's like a blood. That plant. It's the blood. That's means it's leaking. It will seal after sometimes. So that's how it is. That's where when we cut our hand or something like that, we have platelets and all that coming, and then the immunity, body's immune system working. So that's similar. So this way, what is that? Is that ball of consciousness is the life form. That is the life form. Means it's infused in everything. It's there in every living as well as in non-living element. In some way it's there. Even in non-living element, we don't understand. That I feel is far beyond the grasp of human mind to really understand what's the type of living form in a non-living thing. Because we call it non-living because we don't understand it. But there may be certain way they demonstrate their explicit or they do perform their life. So that we have not understood, and we may not understand in our lifetime. And it's a very short time. We complicate our life by just naming all these nomenclatures. Naming means my name, I have to be great, this person has to be great, this man has to be great. Something that when you don't have a name, you are just another creation, right? That's actually logic of the nature. Nature does not understand your name, because by 100 to 120 years everything will be different, because everything new will come. New human beings will come for us. Means there won't be the old human being after 120 years, maybe max. That's the maximum life humans would live to survive in this generation. So that doesn't make sense, right? So when you name someone, name and fame, that to achieve that one you have to suffer, work, do things, but it is at the end meaningless. It has to be nullified, right? Means once you're gone, people will never talk about you. Means billions, trillions, and people have died and they are gone, and you don't remember anybody. And even if you remember, those are history, and you don't remember his face, right? You forgot, because those days there was no documentation to keep your pictures and all. Today the technology is there, it's keeping some pictures, but that means the internet is so big, so huge thing. By the time by next 50 years, I think the data of 50 years back you won't find also, because that will become meaningless and it will go out of the internet. No one will take care of that, because you cannot store so much, you cannot store so much. It has to be recycled. So then means they will forget, even in the era where there's a information storage system, and data is money, and in that system also, in 50 to 60 years they have to have a newer data. Few the older data they have to sack and get rid of it, and that's what it is. That's what's the nature system of nature. But the problem here is with the name. I want my name to be popular. I want my name to be famous. I want my name to be humble. I want my name to be good. I want my name to be, means I want everything, and that's just for the name, right? And the name has no meaning. So when you really understand the philosophy, it's very simple. We just complicate with all these things, RNA and DNA technology, as if it's a rocket science. But there's nothing rocket science. We are a pluck of a life from that envelope of life in this, in this earth, the envelope of life in this world. We're just one constituent. And when we die, we go back there, back there into that envelope without a name. We came without a name, right? We came as a life. We came as secluded power. They named us. Then we grew. We developed the environment around. Now we go back into that envelope when we die, and we become one. And we don't identify. It's like water. You just have a cycle of a rain, and you become a droplet and dews, and then you sit here and there, and then at the end of the day you go to the ocean, right? That's the system. That's the life, and that's how the system of life works. So there's nothing to be very, very serious in life, and nothing that you should not be serious about also. You have to be serious as well as unserious. You have to be serious for survival, because your one day of life in this planet is more important, than going and just suiciding. People suicide because thinking that, I don't know what type of philosophy they are taught. They are taught that you die today and tomorrow you will be recycled to new life. Yes, obviously you will be recycled to a new life, but by then you will be different new life. This won't be there. This culture, this environment won't be there. You won't remember all these things. Nothing will come. You will be recycled, but you will be a different life, completely different life. Like we don't remember anything from our past life, nor we can predict anything about future life, because it's not possible. It's just that we go back to that water, from the ocean. Again, you form the cloud, then snow, and then you come as a cycle. But we don't remember. That water will not remember. That wouldn't be that water that came last time. It will be a different one by then. So that's how it is. So it's not easy. People, so you should not take your life. It's a very precious thing that you have been gifted, by time, and you must believe that there is an eternal force governing all the scientific process. There's an eternal force. Otherwise, if you don't believe, you won't be human beings. You would be like any other animal with sense organ, without sense. You have to believe that there is an eternal force that's governing all these things. Be it God, be it Buddha, be it Krishna, Shiva, Allah, or whatever, Judah, whatever you can call by your religion. Don't change it. You can believe it as one religion, because religions are same. They're all spirituals. These are made for people to be good. Religion, the basic intention of religion is not to fight and prove that my religion is better. The basic intention of the religion is to make yourself good. The good human being, the best in you, has to come out of your religion. Any religion, any. It's not specific to one religion. It's the intent of the religion is that, and that intent you must show within yourself. You must show within yourself. You must be compromising. You must be understanding that his religion says the same thing. My religion says the same thing. His religion, everybody's religion says the same thing. That you have to be the good, the best, of the qualities that you want. You can be, and that's what's preached everywhere. And we should not. You should not propagate, or you should not feel my religion has this. My religion has scientific basis. His religion, no. Everybody has a scientific basis, because you have to believe in something that is eternal and powerful, that controls, or that not necessarily controls, that has the power over human beings. That is a supreme human being, something like that. Or you can believe that there's a supreme creator. You can believe in anything, but you cannot prove this. This is ambiguous, and this is just to keep your mind in one compromising, one state of being. Because that cannot be proved. No one proved in billions of years of this earth's existence. No one proved that there is a very supreme power above us. No one proved. It's just an imaginary illusion, delusional. But yet you have to believe, because if you don't believe that, you're becoming an animal. You just come to this planet, you go as it. Yes, that's animalic. If you really understand the concept, but if you also understand the concept that there is a supreme, because this world would not have been so conducive for existence of life, without that supreme, or the supreme energy that was present here. And that supreme energy, you can call it consciousness, that you can call it the spiritual energy in human being, the very energy in the nature, that can be there, that's omnipotent, omnipresent, that's everywhere. So that you can believe, and that has to be believed also. Otherwise you will just be defining it as an animalic life, and you will just go to die. You will commit suicide. You will be frustrated sometimes. No, you have a fate, you have a luck, and you are destined. You are a product of destiny. So that destiny is crafted by this energy that you have to believe in. Otherwise sometimes you get frustrated, right? In life, it's a frustrating life. You have to challenge you. It will never go your way, because we always want our way to go. But if you're happy with failure, if you're happy with success, if success doesn't excite you so much, or failures just depress you, your life will go in a very navigative way. But that doesn't happen with human beings. We are excited by the success, we want to be successful. If we just fail for one particular thing, then we feel that, oh, this is devastating. But that's what's the nature of life made about. I cannot be different, because the very intent of the life is like that. The very ingredient of the life is like that. We feel it, and when we feel it, the main important thing is to understand that yes, this is a feeling. The excitement of success is also a feeling. The depression that is caused due to a failure or whatever is lack of whatever reciprocation or whatever is also a feeling, and that feeling you have to manage. And how you have to manage is that you have to manage and believe that there's a fate, and nature is controlling everything, and I'm part of that nature, and it's for the nature's judgment to do the best for me. And my thing is to give the best in my energy and my capacity for the life to happen. So that's what I want to communicate. Very simple about life. What is life? Life is a conscious drop of the consciousness that is enveloping this world. Very simple. You're a conscious drop of a consciousness that is enveloping in the world, and that consciousness is there in plants, animal, respective. But we have an integrated system of thoughts that's built over a period of billions of years of competitions or developments, or that's why we have a good brain. We have so much of level of understanding, and that makes us better human being, and to become. And what is the intent of life? Intent of life is the best, and that's why everybody is working towards the bestness. Very simple, sir. This is what you have to understand. So have a good weekend. So everybody's wished best. Don't worry. Life is very simple. Don't complicate it, and just live your life to the fullest. Have a good weekend. Tish